Okay guys, welcome to a Yugioh 5ds Decade Duel deck commentary. And usually I would have these after 2 duels, but okay. I usually have these after 2 duels, but as you will see from the first video, oh, that was just funny. You'll see. If you haven't watched it, you'll see. Okay, so anyways, let's just do the deck recipe because I want to do something different. Instead of 2 duels, then the deck recipe, I'm just gonna put that up, do the deck recipe, and a duel after. So, anyways, this is my Zombiesworn. If you guys didn't know, I promised this from the last deck recipe or whatever. So, if you don't know what the basis of this deck is to go milling out your cards so you can get as many zombies in the grave and spam the field with zombies. Somewhat. That's what I understand from it. Of course, I probably think it resorts more around the Twilight theme where you get like you play the zombies as your dark types and just a bunch of Lightsworn, but you know, I think this will work. And it's like my 3rd zombie deck. Oh, you guys just love zombies, don't you? Anyways, first off, well, it's actually a start of the deck. So anyways, first off, we have Card Trooper. I was playing Celestia in here, but you know, I decided it wasn't really doing too much for me. I mean, this deck already has enough destruction features in it that Celestia wasn't really helping, and also since I only play like 4 Lightsworn, it really doesn't change anything. Also, I don't want to play Wolf in here because it's not really great. And that leaves Judge and Dragon, and Garoth, not really too good. But I think this is a pretty good build anyways. So we have 1 Card Trooper, even though I just blabbered on about random stuff. And he might not have great looking attack right now, but his effect well pays for it. So you can only do this once per turn. And you choose a number from 1 to 3. And you mill that amount of cards from the top of your deck to the grave. So do I have a plague in here? I hope I have plagues better. Anyways. So this card gets 500 for each card you sent to the grave. And if it's destroyed, you draw 1 card. So what does this do for you? Well, you can crash into Thunder Kings. You can get over some of the Gladiator Beasts. Trying to think what. Mostly this stops the anti-metas and helps you mill out a lot quicker. This card you see mostly in machine decks where they use like overloads, and Lightsworn uses a lot. What is this chord? Anyways, yeah. Machines use Lightsworn. Lightsworn use Card Trooper. Yeah. So 1 Card Trooper, even though it's only limited to 1. What does this help you with? And anyone look if I have plague? Oh, I do have plague. Okay. So you mill out, mostly you're trying to mill out maybe the plague spreaders, the Mizukis, Goblin Zombies are okay, Zombie Masters, Vampire's Curse, Vampire Lord, and those are pretty much the only cards I really care to try to mill out, so I can try to get closer to Dark Arms or Chaos Sorcerer. Okay, speaking of Chaos Sorcerer, gone over his effect a million times, I'm pretty sure I have. And yeah, because we play a good amount of Darks and Light, which is a total of, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I know for a fact that there are 4 lights. Okay, maybe we're not playing a good amount, but it's good enough, and you have a quick enough engine to get this card out, so yeah. 1 Dark Arm Dragon. If it was not limited, I would have 3. But right, you can bring them out if you have 3 darks in the grave, and zombies are actually pretty good at grave control because they just specially summon themselves out, and you can pretty much set up your graveyard to however you feel like it. So, like, well, I mean, like Plague Spider is really good about it. Mizuki's not a dark, but it can help get darks out of the grave if you have more than 3 darks. Zombie Master does it. Zombie Master also puts darks in the grave for you. Card Trooper does it. Raikou, Pyramid Turtle not as much, and Lila's do that for you too. So you have a lot of ways. Oh yeah, and Charger Light Brigade does that for you for a fact. So yeah, Dark Arm Dragon. 2 Goblin Zombie. I've gone over this. As I said, I've done 2 zombie decks already. So what this does is you add something with 1200 or less defense. That's a zombie when it's destroyed or sent from the field to the grave. So you're most likely not adding Mizuki because you want it to mill out because of the Light Sworns in here, or Card Trooper, or Charger Light Brigade. So you want to usually add, well, Pyramid Turtle is not an option. Spirit Reaper, maybe one of the vampires, mostly the zombies, the Zombie Master. Keep in mind that I say that you can add it, and that I also mentioned that it's not bad for it to go in the grave, because either way, this card is really good. Because even if it's in the grave, you can use things like Book of Life and Monster Reborn, and you can go way crazy with this card. Like, you don't know how crazy. Okay, so anyways, yeah. You know how crazy this is if you have Zombie Master out, so. Now we have 2 Lilas. Lila, the Light Sworn Sorceress. I've gone over her effect too, but just in case. You can only activate this effect during the main phase, and you target a spell or trap on your opponent's side of the field and destroy it. Just like Goblin, Tag Force, or whatever. Once this effect activates, it goes to defense until the end of your next turn. And also another thing to keep in mind, it's not when you activate her effect you mill 3 at the end phase. It's always at the end phase. I know it doesn't matter on here because it automatically do it for you, but if you guys were trying this, like trying to build this on Dueling Network, keep in mind about this. You guys might be like, well, everyone knows this, why do you remind us? But I have seen a video where they messed up on it and didn't know that, and I actually did get a comment saying, oh, I didn't know that. So it's all good. It's all good. And 1700 is pretty good. Oh, another thing to keep in mind, due to the fact that we're not playing a lot of Light Sworn in here, we have like 4 Light Sworn, but it's good enough. We're not playing Honest because most of the deck is in fact dark. If Blackluster Soldier info at the beginning was legal, we play Honest, if you guys are curious. Also, we're not playing Zombie World because, you know, now that I think of it, I could play Zombie World in here. It was because I had Celestia in here earlier. But Zombie World's kind of slow in this, so. If you have to deal with Monarchs, I guess play Zombie World. I'll put it in the side deck in a second. Okay, so we have Mizuki. You want to get this milled into the graveyard as quickly as you can, and it doesn't matter if Vampire's Lord of Curse gets in the grave. You banish this, and yeah, you can special summon the card. or zombie type monster from the grave. Yeah. Plague Spreader, you know how this card works, and it's really good if you mill it out. So I don't really need to go over most of this because it's just like my other zombies. One is card, yeah. So this card, well, since you're milling out so much, you can either go for the vampires or go for Zombie Master and go crazy. Right. I mean, you know what this does. If there was something that I haven't talked about, I will go over it, but this is basically fundamentals from the other two zombie decks. So Raikou, so you can add it with Charge of Light Brigade, which is really good, and same thing for Lila. And you just set it, and when it flips over, you target something and you destroy it. And you mill the top 3 cards of your deck to the grave. So it's pretty good. I think this yeah, it actually does. From what I remember, it causes Gear Town to miss timing. So because the first part of the effect is to destroy a card, and then Gear Town would try to activate, but since the chain isn't done yet, and you can't start a new chain in the middle of a chain, like let's say I had Reckless Greed and then I activated Royal Decree, I can't go all of a sudden activate something random like I don't know. If you guys want lessons on what I mean by chaining, then you could tell me, but this will make Gear Town miss timing from what I remember. So yeah, it's good. Spirit Reaper, it can't die. That's basically what it is. By battle. Vampire's Lord, let's go over this a little bit. You attack, if it inflicts battle damage, you call a spell, monster, or trap, and your opponent has to send it to the grave. And if it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon it on your next standby phase. If this one's destroyed by battle, then you can bring it back by paying 500 life points during the next standby phase. 3 Zombie Masters, not too much to say. Discard a monster, bring back a level 4 lower zombie monster from either player's grave. And discard has to be face up to activate this effect. Alright, 2 Book of Lives. You can play 3, but it's not really that great to run at 3 because it's so situational. So you banish 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, that's a monster, and you target 1 zombie ape in your graveyard, and you go ahead and bring it out. So this stops Dark Arms, Chaos Sorcerers, what else is there? Judgment Dragons. Somewhat stops Judgment Dragon. And yada yada yada. All the good stuff. Basically like Monster Reborn. Brain Control is actually something I put in here, because I was going to use Celestia, but, there's so much other stuff you can probably do with it. For those that don't know, you can target a face-up monster on the opponent's side of the field, pay extra life points, and you take control of it. So you can tribute it for these 2. I think that's why I really have it in there. For these 2 and Celestia, which I don't have Celestia in here. So yeah. 2 Charge of Light Brigades. Let's see. So you send the top 3 cards of your deck from the to the grave, and you add a level 4 or lower Lightsworn. This card is really good at milling out your deck and getting what you need. So, you can get Lilas, you can get Raikous, which most people get Raikous, but actually no, they get something else, the other Lumina. But we're not playing Lumina in this, so we could probably fit in Lumina and some other stuff, but that's for another day, I guess. So anyways, so you want to get Raikous or Lilas, depending on the situation on the field. Destroy spell and trap cards, Bring back a card from the grave. Destroy a spell or trap. Return 5, draw 2. Return 5 monsters and draw 2. Stall for 3 turns. Also, this card helps out brain control, so you can take control of an opponent's monster. If something's face down, activate this, and then brain control. Yes, please. Love you, Grandma. Alrighty. 2 compulsory evacuation devices. Sorry about the interruption. I kind of have a family too. Well, not trying to be rude there, but yeah, they just butt in a little bit. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. So anyways, 2 compulses, as you can see in the start of this video that you'll see eventually. This card is so good. This card is so good. 1 crush card. We have Plague and we have Spirit Reaper. That's pretty much our main crush cards, and I think that's good enough. You know, this helps you out a lot, keeps you field control. So, Dimensional Prisons. I'm starting to use these a lot more. They help you out. I had Dark Bribe, but I took that out. Or actually, no, I didn't put Dark Bribe in this. You can put Dark Bribe instead of these, but I find these a little better because it slows down people from attacking you like head on every single second. A Mirror Force. Oh yeah, that's what that does. Also, Stardust can't negate this. This card, when activated, destroys all opponents' blah blah blahs, monsters. There's dog barking, I know, I'm sorry. Solemn Judgment to negate a spell or a trap or a monster summoning. Keep in mind that it does not... That dog really needs to stop. Give it a second. Okay, yeah, he's calming down a little bit. Anyways, Solemn Judgment, and this negates the summoning of a card, activation of spell and trap. That's pretty much it. At the cost of half your life points. And keep in mind, this does not stop the fact that some cards are special summoned by effect. So, if you don't negate something like Valhalla, then your opponent is free to special summon whenever they feel like. 1 Torrential, something I usually never use, but it's in here because of the fact that I have so much returning stuff that it's fine to run it. If anyone summons something, it blows up the field, so well, you can activate at any time. And Trap Stun, because, you know, it negates stuff. Oh, right. Let me put in Filter, Dark Frame, Spell. I know I do this, like, all the time. And some people might find it annoying. But you know what I say? Sorry. Great. There was obviously something I wanted to add. But oh man, it's raining hard again. I can hear it. But there was something I wanted to add. Oh, that's what I wanted to add. Hold on. I remember now. Hold on. Oh, type zombie. Sorry about this, guys. I just wanna put this in real quick. Where is he? H-I... There he is. And we'll put 3 Kashas in there. Okay. Now for the extra deck. Sorry about the little delay of thing. Ally Justice, Black Rose, Bryonic, Colossal, Dark End, because we have a lot of darks and plague spreader. Mostly to use chaos sorcerer and bring us out. This, a storm, or dragon. If this attacks something, it negates its effect. Or if any zombie monster attacks, it negates the monster's effect. And that's pretty much it for my synchros. And whoa, what the heck was that? Great. Okay. So Zombie World, if you're battling monarchs, go ahead and side it in for something. And Kasha, if you don't know, it's basically like Mega Compulse. So I have 3 of them in here. Maybe just one would have been fine. Whatever. Take out I don't know. This deck is really solid right now that I don't know. Maybe Curse or Lord, depending on your situation. If you're having trouble with like some cards, use Kasha. So that's it for the deck, and I hope you guys enjoyed the deck recipe. I know I did, and you know, I love hearing from you guys, so make sure you leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. I gotta really start doing that. Right. So now for my rating. Card description on and off. Okay. Now for my rating of the deck. This version of it, I know there's probably other versions of it, which I haven't seen any on Decade Duels actually. I know my friend told me that he's running Zombiesworn right now, and you know, as you said, it'll be good to see how these compare. Most people don't run the 2 vampires right here. You could probably put in something that runs a little quicker. Maybe you could put in Wolf over these guys, but I just like these guys a lot. So for the deck itself, I played with it plenty of times, and I have swarmed the field enough times to really do some damage. It's not really the fastest if you don't know what you're doing with it, because you gotta do like charge a light brigade, you're milling out your cards, and if you mill out Book of Lives, Monster Reborn, most of these are fine to mill out for traps that it can end up screwing you over, but you know, that's basically how the thing goes. Like Light Sworn, if you mill out Judgment Dragons, it ends up screwing you over a little bit, not too much though. So yeah, if you guys, you know what, let me show you what I have in my deck recipes right now. We have Infernities, I've done Destiny some more, Evil Frogs, and Plant Monarchs. We have Demise, we have Crystal Beasts, we have this Agent Shining Sync thing that I tested out and I like a little bit. I've done Worms, Insects, Iron Chain. I'm kind of making it work, but it's still in whatever. Gaia OTK. No, that's Halloween deck. Skull Troll. I'll show that off in a later thing. Roids. My Trinity deck. And if you guys request it, I'll talk about it when you guys request it. My Uriah, Ojamas, did I talk about this lockdown deck? No, I haven't. Okay. The World deck, Archfiends. I've gone over Relic Skulls and Aliens, Implant Heroes, Flamvel. I've gone over Ancient. Well, I could redo Ancient Gears for you guys, but you guys have to request it because I know the audio messed up. For you guys wondering, I was playing 3 of each Ancient Gear, and I took out like a bunch of them because they were slowing down the deck by drawing into big old guys. Also, I have 5 targets for trade-in, but I didn't want to really run trade-in because I didn't have room. Also, my OTK is you go, you make power bond, you go this, whatever, and gosh darn it, there we go. Power bond, make this, attack with this. If it doesn't finish it off, use ultimate or ancient gear explosive, which will do 2,200 damage, because of the fact that this card does the damage equal to the original attack halved. Also, I checked to see if power bond would be bypassed by this card, but it does not. We have a magical hat in there because 2 is a little too much for me in that one. Also, this is a deck that I want to try to run road without royal decrees, and I actually got it to run pretty well. And as you can see, 2 cyber valleys to end stuff or end the battle phase. I'm not really going over the deck too much. You could probably find some reasoning for these, but basically the whole thing, get this card out and basically win the game. That's pretty much the whole thing of the deck. Otherwise, swarm the field with ancient gears and whatever, and prismas and stratos to get these guys out. You can run Super Poly and Gaia in here too, if you want, or Miracle Fusions or whatever, but that wasn't the type of deck. And yeah, I went off a topic. I totally went into like 50 other decks. And I know this deck says rock hard. This is my attempt at a rock stun deck. So yeah, enough of the. Those are some previews of some decks that you guys can request. If you don't want any of those ones at the moment, go ahead and tell me what you want to see, and I will be glad to make it for you guys. And I don't know what else there is to talk about. So I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See you guys later. Dragox55 signing out.